Okay, so we got a 4v4 here. Me, Nope, and Lemon. So playing Americans. Lemon here, Brits as always. Nope with the Soviets, and we have a fourth guy with us, Elite over here, playing Soviets. So me and Elite here on this 4v4 on Essence Steelworks. We're facing up against two Wehrmacht and two OKW. We look up at the spawn points, and we're not entirely sure like who's gonna go where, because I'm pretty sure that they don't spawn all four the same way that we do. Actually, no, I think they do actually, but we know that one OKW fella is on the right side here, so I'm going in prepared with that in mind. Now in this game, things go very well for us from start to finish, at least on the right flank here. Nope has been telling me that something amazing happens, that he like single-handedly saves the whole game. So I need to keep a lookout for that. So we go up here. I've got my rear echelon going in to scout out ahead, run into this Kubo wagon on the field point.
Supply hub getter is ready for orders.
Chase away to Kubo. Try to chase, don't quite get it. Not too sure what happened here. Huh, okay. So, riflemen get caught in a pincer, so I need to get out of there. Yeah, I just really need to get out of there. 4-on-1. Not good. Second rifles arrive on the scene, but there's nothing I can do here. Can't generate enough momentum with just one unit. So Elite's here, off capping off this side. He's managed to prevent until the Kubo wagon shows up. So I'm just standing off at range, waiting for the rest of my units to come up. So on the other side here, also we're not looking that good. Can't get the fuel, but they're working on it. They're working on it. We've left the middle because what we really want is the fuel, right? Because this is the important part of team games. I believe the engineers got wiped out. Yeah.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
So Elite not having the best of starts, but it gets much better after this.
Engineers ready for assignment.
So I do something that's like not something I normally do. I decide to play with the ambulance up front to get the reinforce and healing without the major, so that more micro-intensive. I decided to do this because I figured, you know, why not? I'm feeling lucky, and it pays off actually. So despite the fact that there's this wall here, I can still reinforce this rifleman that's in green cover from behind here, and it just magically appears there. Now the rest of the infantry coming up. Flanked by Elite here. So now gotta push up. Make sure that the Axis here don't gang up on him. Can't leave him like that. I've gotta put pressure on him. More reinforcements coming up. Move the ambulance a bit further, and voila, we win the engagement and we win the field. Don't know why Stern Pioneer has been upgraded with the what's it called? Support package here. I don't think that was a good decision because I mean you really kind of need the all the infantry support that you can get at the beginning, especially OKW. So our friends over here are trying to regroup. Now, I told Elite that I'll cap with my rear echelon, but it doesn't acknowledge that, and he sends off his infantry because we have enough units here to still generate momentum, and it sees the initiative to go on forward. But we take our time. So 2 MGs here, set up. I'm not sure if we detect the mech now, mech HQ. No, not yet, but we do in a few minutes. So I've got my lieutenant here that can get vision because it's getting shot at, and the rear echelon, who actually doesn't have any line of sight, with its rifle grenades can actually lob it over like a mortar. So I keep that there. So we got the Axis now counterattacking from this side, trying to break suppression, get back. So he's drawing them out here into my riflemen, so we get 3 on 2. Bring the rest of my units here. We dealt with the machine gun. Now come in and fall in on them, so we get them in a crossfire here. They don't stand a chance. Same time, trying to make sure these guys stay alive. So we got 2 things going on at the same time. Microing both sides puts them at a lot of risk. I'm not sure if I lose the rear echelon here. Nope, just in time. Caught a lucky break there. So we've repelled that attack there. Things aren't looking too hot here. I'm assuming Nope's trying to go in for satchels, so that's why he's pushing them up so far. But I mean, well, can try something I suppose. Look at a machine gun bunker here. Tons of support weapons. So Elite's got shock troops out now. Now this is helpful because he's got the smokes that's going to help us deal with the machine guns. Now I get a machine gun out, yeah there it is, and set it up right here down this road, and we managed to generate an attack on this flank and eventually eliminate this HQ here. So there's that. Oh, penal satchel on that building. So we've dealt a lot of damage to this OKW player. He's only got 3 units left. He needs to rebuild. This guy's not doing too well either. I believe that was my, I went Urban Assault. That was the cover-to-cover ability, smoke that off.
We have a fresh half-track.
So I need to reposition the MG away from the incendiary grenade, but get it set up. And Elite here's got his own machine gun set up as well, so we're just gonna push. Trying to get the bazooka on the lieutenant when I get the munitions for it. Elite's got a mortar somewhere that's handling him. I'm not sure where. Oh, there it is. So they decided to give up. I mean, they are trying to do what I did with the ambulance, is use the reinforce and healing ability, but when facing an army like this, and me and Elite are both in coordination here for the most part, I mean, there's not much you can do, especially with an army that small. You look up at the rosters on the top right here. The OKW player only now has gotten out an extra Oberst Adult group, and the Wehrmacht player only has 1 Gren squad and 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 1 with Shreks. So in terms of like infantry capability, they are seriously lacking. Still trying to hang on for dear life on this side here. What is Nope up to today? So compared to most other games, Nope has a very large infantry corps, which is very nice to see. So Lemon isn't here holding on to dear life alone. So the far left has been completely abandoned. Trying to go up here, they've got the machine gun bunker and plus the normal machine guns which they've been deploying here. But at this point in time, looking at the situation, they have enough to generate an attack and break through. I believe Nope's regrouping. Yeah, Nope has full retreated his army, so Lemon's going in alone here. Back to our side, finally got the Zooks on the lieutenant, so trying to deal with that. That was a mistake here. Once it got out, when gave the attack order on it, I was assuming it's going to come up this way, but that did not happen. And I was busy trying to make sure that these units here don't die. But we managed to get the HQ, and yeah, time to pull out. Ate that grenade. Lost the lieutenant, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of damage has been done. We've repelled them all the way back here. I lost the machine gun as well. He's captured it. So Nope has joined the assault, and we've reclaimed the fuel. So compared to the other side, the Axis players, 2 Axis players on this side, doing much better than their counterparts on the right side, the right flank here. So I had to pull back here. Had to mass retreat my guys.
Shock troops have arrived.
Double shock troops on elite. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. So he's just probing, get scouts on them because we got nothing here at this point in time. We have to regroup. Okay.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
So we got the hard counter for the Austrian out already, so that's good.
Under attack.
Repositioning. Oh. Got the Panzer Tactician. Yep, classic.
We are now authorized
So
to
managed to hold on to the field on this side. On the other side, they've got armor out now. I wasn't expecting a Panzer force so early, but you know, Sherman, it's okay. Can deal with everything because I wanted the Sherman for the HE rounds to deal with the infantry. I assumed once we destroyed the HQ, well, we could have set them back a little bit, but you know, it's okay. It's all right. So looking for the Panzer IV. He's pulled it back. Oh no, over to the left here. Trying to get the AT nades off there. Have the captain cover the flank to mark this stone pioneer.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
Elite's regrouping his guys. Most of them back at HQ. Just need to keep pressure on these guys so that they don't flank our teammates on the left. Now, lost the fuel again. It's gonna be back and forth on both sides for the most part, and we're not too concerned with the VP. So long as we have one, we'll be okay. We're still gonna be able to stay in the game. Ooh, good AT nade there.
Detection of enemy vehicles can now be achieved.
Extended a little bit too far, the rifleman. I've got my Calliope out now, so this first Calliope strike didn't do too well, but after that I managed to get better mileage, as you might be able to say, with the Calliope. Just need to hold on and hang in here. Double shock troops.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Switching to HE round there, so it takes time for it. But you know, just need to support the shock troops because they'll pretty much deal with anything infantry-wise. Reverse away from the Shreks, but deal with them quite quickly. Double Ostrich. So AT-wise, I'm lacking a lot, but I'm banking on the snares from the riflemen to deal with that, and Elite here, being the Soviets, he's got his 3485s coming out now. Yeah, a lot of lose the rifles there. Gonna be double lost in. Don't know why. Not the best engagement for me, but it's not much they can do. I mean, 2 Austrians against a 30-45. It's game over for that.
We have lost a panzer.
So reclaim the fuel, and yeah, trying to go for far left flank. Lemon's got his fast Cromwell out. Well, I say relatively fast, but it's the first thing he usually goes for. Oh no, this isn't a Cromwell, this is a Comet. Ooh, okay.
We have 200 points remaining.
Yeah, they're just getting slaughtered here. Got another AT gun out because, like I said, was lacking in AT. Most of my infantry has been wiped out, but fuel-wise, we're doing pretty okay.
Got a new unit ready and on the field.
So we just need to support Elite in whatever it is that he wants to do. So remaneuver my support weapons behind him. See what we can do there. Nope's got a 34 out. Support Lemon's Comet, but however he's left him to go all alone by himself. The grenade, defensive grenade. It's nice. Too late to the party, nope. And blocked him. Man, still going ostwards. I don't recall him building this many, but huh. Yeah, you need proper armor, my guy. It's not the way. AT gun knocks one out.
Our panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
Need to remaneuver. I'm afraid of this panzer coming in, so I'll go over to the left side here. Not getting good angles. A Calliope strike. This one, first good Calliope strike I got going here. One Ober's wiped out. I'll get 2.
Infantry group are lost. We have a new T-34 standing by.
Enemy contact! We are under attack! Down, grenade!
Yeah, I need to pull back now. But looking at army composition wise, we're not that too.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
It's not the best, but we're still in the game for the most part. I mean, compared to the Orange players' armor units,
We need to reestablish
Elite's
our
2
supply
T-3485s more than compensate enough for the infantry disparity. Got a lone panther walking up here.
Taking fire! Taking fire!
Good damage.
Prepared for action.
Red Axis is trying to do another far left hook on this side. The problem with like flanking really far off is that if you run into some serious trouble, your retreat path is going to go right through the middle of the battlefield through all the enemy units here. So you need to keep that in mind. It's not an easy thing to pull off. So we've been pushed back pretty far, but I mean, we've got enough counters here to deal with all the things the Axis have pulled out. Army composition wise, we're doing pretty well. We've got the shock troops to deal with the infantry. The 3485 is a good all-rounded tank. And one-on-one with all the armor that the Axis have pulled out here, they don't stand much of a chance. All I've got to do now is just complement everything that he has here.
Was destroyed.
So Calliope to deal with the infantry, and I just got my Jackson out. Another Calliope strike. So Elite has shifted over to the left here. That's a good call because we pretty much wiped out all the armor here, so might as well use our units more efficiently. He manages to get the drop here. Very nice. Getting chased by Panther,
One
however.
of our panzers has been destroyed.
Comet goes down to Shreks. Block the retreat, but nope. He says no, you can't run away, you gotta go in for this. Ah, double Shreks. Yeah, pretty bad, pretty bad. Oh, it's stolen. What? Okay. Stolen artillery rifle, interesting. Just trying to rebuild my infantry, you know, just pumping out ranges here. Have them supported by the Calliope.
Keep it coming!
a very good push here. They don't seem to have much. Just have a look at the army composition. Okay, WO, he's got artillery. He didn't know this was in play. 1 Panther, 5 core infantry units. Nope. Has to deal with... Well, the red Wehrmacht player is also not doing too well. And he's out of fuel actually. He's floating 1k manpower however, so... Nope's also floating 1k manpower, but he has a massive army fielded, so... Getting good trades, I suppose. So yeah, they've got this site covered. Yak Panzer out on the right. Still going for Panther 4s. I mean, at this point, they need to get Panthers out. Especially since they know that we have 3485s. And I've just got my Jackson out. OKW player still having trouble getting his infantry out. So Elite's taken quite a lot of losses, but we can recover for the most part.
On the field.
Clearing out a minefield. Calliope strike to repel the infantry there. So we get flanked right through here in the middle. These two Shrek squads managed to catch the Katusha out in the open. One-on-one with the Jagdpanzer. Good 18-8. Tried went for the flank, but decided it wasn't that wise. But still get caught out. Kenworth shows up. Katusha goes down.
Detection now available.
Managed to turn the flank there. Nope's T-34 shows up here, I'm not sure why. I mean, Nope, he's having a really good game. He's managed to keep his entire army alive for the most part. He's floating 1.2k manpower. I mean, my guy, build some caches, please. Trying to catch this Jagdpanzer here. Don't think I have... Oh no, I did have line of sight on him. He's gone. Push up at the ranges here. They don't have any MGs, well they have one here, but it's facing the wrong way. So I'm just gonna try walk up here and see what it can do. Eat the nade there. That gets repelled. Churchill Croc shows up. Ooh. Oh my. Okay. Not good. I don't know. Is he? Oh, smokes. Okay. AT gun setup, yep. Hello, Puma. Oh, wow. Well, well, well. Nope. Well done indeed. Well done. Oh, no, get out. Gotta go. Oof. This is one lucky crocodile. Oh my. Very good play. I have to give that. Very good play indeed. So long as Lemon has his crocodile out, we have something that we can always count on in the team game. So we may not be looking too good VP wise, but at some point one of the players drop. Because in team games you have to understand it's like a war of attrition. It's also like a war of attrition in terms of like psychological senses. If someone feels that the game is not going the right way and it's gone on for like half an hour to an hour or so, he's just gonna get up and leave, because why should he bother continuing the game? Wow, okay. Got a Yak Tiger. I don't recall this part here. Some friendly fire going on, but working around it. Oh, got a Ram. Ram in time to get the satchel off. So I decided to push because, you know, why not? He went in all the way. Might as well try salvage something from it. But couldn't generate enough of initiative and momentum here for it. I think that was a misclick here. So we just go all the way. Lose to Jackson. That's okay. As long as we've got the Calibes up, you know, we can have enough firepower to control their blobs and whatnot. Kind of a weak Calliope strike, but it does happen. It does happen. So shock troops and ranger combo. Yeah, Shrek Love. There's nothing you can do to that. So Nope's signature strategy is to just pump out plain T-34 76s. That's what he does. So they get repelled, and we push them back. This guy is still going for light vehicles. I don't know what the deal is there. He's got a Panzerwerfer out, so that's good. But he's walking it up here. Must have had a misclick. So looking through the rosters, armor-wise, yeah, we're looking pretty good actually. I mean, army composition-wise, I have no idea what they're trying to pull off. This Yak Tiger is basically all that they've got left. This late of the game, we're still seeing a lot of Panther IVs. So war of attrition over the VPs. The infantry, having a lot of infantry helps. And Nope's gonna fill that hole that we have because most of my infantry is all gone. Lemon is at the rebuild, he's got a couple of fresh infantry sections now. but they scale well. You know, infantry sections when they get the 5th man and Rens on them. In the late game, you pull them out. They perform better than most other counterparts that they have, like the riflemen the USF get. You don't want to bring out fresh riflemen in the late game. There's not much that they can do except just take hits. Go for a risky Calliope strike and it pays off, as you can see. And at this point he just gives up for the most part. I think he doesn't realize that it has a destroyed gun. He's trying to chase the Calliope, but yeah, no, not today.
The enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
So looking at the replay, we played this like 3 days ago, so I've forgotten most of what happened. But looking at how it played out from the early to mid game, most players would have given up because we didn't manage to hold both field points for quite some time. And our VPs at one point, I mean, that was like a 200-point disparity. But as I said before, it's a game of attrition when you're playing the team games, right? And psychologically wise, if you can just convince the enemy player that this is a lost cause, then they're just gonna give up. And we didn't see a lot of good play by our opponents here. I mean, the red Wehrmacht player here just went for light vehicles. I mean, you need to get something more substantial out, my guy. The other players here, so the pink OKW, he did alright. He kept most of his infantry alive, and he went for artillery, which is a pain in the neck. However, because I was on the right side most of the time, I didn't like have much problem with the artillery. I think he was shooting at Nope and Lemon for the most part. And looking at the veterancy levels here, they've got quite a few. Only 7 on this guy, 7 on this other guy, 3. Okay, yeah. So it was pretty ineffective fire from the artillery. If you're gonna go with the artillery, you know, you gotta make sure that you've got the reconnaissance available, whether that's like off-map recon or you've got special units like I don't know what the Jaeger Lights, is that the unit that the OKW get? Panzer Fusiliers would be good, but that's a doctrinal unit, I believe. But you know, something that they go and find targets for you to hit, basically. Otherwise, having just 3 artillery pieces that you don't have any good places to hit, I mean, what's the point? And he also just kept going for Panzer IVs. I mean, you need Panthers of some kind. The Jagdtiger was a good choice because the way that me, Lemon, and Nope plays, that we always go for allied tank destroyers. Because most of the folks that play Axis at our range of matchmaking, they will always go for Tigers and King Tigers and Panthers, which don't do very well against allied tank destroyers because we have superior range. And we are quite aware of this strength that we have over Axis armor. So the Jagdtiger here basically beats us at our own game. It's got longer range and it's got health and armor that we can't deal with. We have to swarm with medium tanks basically, which is not something that we do really often. But just having this one Jagdtiger, the purple OKW player, didn't have really a good game. He kept losing his infantry. I kept killing them. We did get good trades because my infantry also just got completely destroyed. But going urban assault, going into the late game as USF, the Rangers, it's Rangers and paratroopers. You need to have one of those 2 units if you want to survive the late game, right? Because like I said before, having stock riflemen, they're not going to be able to survive or do much. Elite here, he had a pretty good game. He did lose his army a couple times, but being Soviets, you can rebuild very easily, and of course with shock troops, you know, you can have a lot of options with shock troops. T-34-85 combo as well, that solves a lot of problems. It's a good all-rounded medium tank. So yeah, that's how this game went. I mean, at this point in the game, as they surrendered, it's very possible for a comeback from the Axis players, but that would require a major shift in their thinking. Strategically wise, in terms of playing the game. But you know, when you're in the middle of the game, you can't switch your philosophy on the fly. You know, this is something that you have to assess and analyze after the game is over or before the game even starts. Identify what the major problems are. And yeah, I've covered most of the things here. The only thing I can say is that, you know, 34 spam, it works here because Lemon's got his Churchill, right? And he's going to be supporting it with his Fireflies and Comets and Cromwells and whatnot. And we saw a massive, like, save play there, saving the Churchill there. So in that sense, it worked out fine. However, having 3485s would have been better. However, he doesn't pick a commander with it, and that's okay. I mean, airborne troop tactics is a very solid commander to have. Having Su-85s, that would be very helpful, because Lemon can only produce so many tanks. The British is a very specialized faction. They don't have like a lot of the units that as Soviets you can produce. So a couple of, like, maybe even one Su-85, that would have been great to support Lemon on the left flank here, to help support the Churchill. Other than that, yeah, it was a good game.